So I'm going to demonstrate 4 hazards that are relatively common on the market. First is choking hazards, probably the most common. Then toxins in toys. The recently documented threat of magnetic toys, and then excessively loud toys, which pose a threat to children's hearing. So, choking hazards are the most common form of hazard in toys. There have been over 50 deaths of children between 2008 and 2012 from choking hazards, which are posed by small balls, balloons, tires on toy cars. And while there are strict standards set for what is a choking hazard, we feel that some items, such as these strawberries included in this toy food set and these toy hot dogs, actually pose a hazard that has been unaddressed. They are slightly larger than what is officially a choking hazard in toys, yet because of their appearance and their similarity, obviously, to food, children are more inclined to put them in their mouths, to interact with them in a way that would lead to them being swallowed, and they still pass tests that indicate that they could be swallowed and could pose a choking hazard to children. For parents, we recommend that you use a toilet paper tube, a standard toilet paper tube, and if a toy fits through that, then it's unsafe for children under the age of 4 and poses a threat to them. And as you can see, this innocuous toy food playset has a 3+ indicator on it, but does not contain a warning label that indicates a choking hazard. Yet, these very well could pose choking hazards to children. So the next hazard that has been emerging lately has been toxins in toys. This Dora the Explorer backpack contains a chemical called a phthalate, which is used to make plastic soft and more malleable. Phthalates pose developmental and reproductive dangers, especially to women and children. There is a federal standard set for phthalates at 1,000 parts per million. This backpack contains 320 parts per million, so it's below the threshold that would have it banned for sale. But in states such as Washington State, any toxic chemicals in children's toys are required to be disclosed on the label. We feel that the Consumer Product Safety Commission should extend these state laws nationally so that we know what is in the toys that our children are playing with. Phthalates pose a pretty serious danger to the development of children, and we may never know that they're in many products available on store shelves. Next, magnetic toys have been found to pose quite a threat to children. There's the, you may be familiar with the buckyball magnets, which are small round magnets, pretty common. People play with them mostly for adults primarily. They've resulted in over 1,700 emergency room visits over the course of 2008 to 2012. And they've been banned in several states. These magnets pose a similar threat. These are available at the Dollar Tree, many other places. They're marketed toward children. They are shiny, make interesting noises. They're, very attractive in a lot of ways. Much like these strawberries and the toy hot dogs, they are right on the threshold of posing a choking hazard to children, and also pose the additional risk of causing internal damage if both are swallowed, and they will link over a child's intestines and lead to severe problems, which require surgery, hospitalization. So we feel that these should be included as choking hazards under the standards of the Consumer Product Safety Commission in order to avoid potentially serious hazards to children. And finally, the noisy toys, really. There's the American Council on Deafness and Hearing Disabilities, in conjunction with the Consumer Product Safety Commission, has set a threshold for what is an acceptable level of noise for children. Anything over 85 decibels will lead to long-term will contribute to hearing loss in children. This toy guitar, and this is a little bit...
Listen to the music and play along.
So, right, it's instantly attractive to the children, right? But this is... It's rather loud, and it's at 95 decibels, so it's 10 decibels over the safe level to avoid hearing loss in children. And yet, there's no indication that this is in any way potentially harmful to young people who are inclined to press that button repeatedly, right, and really interact with it closely.